Well, here's the moment you've all been waiting for. This is a review of the Logitech Webcam C920. Alright, I'm just kidding. So hold on guys, Metal571 here, and this is going to be a review of the C920 webcam. I've actually been using it for quite a while now. Unlike my other videos, we'll go ahead and use the actual webcam microphone, and this is what it sounds like. So, how good is this webcam? Do I like it? Is it nice? Yeah, absolutely. This is Logitech's flagship webcam, and it's pretty much the best you're going to get right now. I am recording this with the Logitech Webcam software that you can download. I highly recommend you download the latest version. It's definitely going to guarantee you get the best quality and best frame rate out of the webcam. And as far as being the best webcam to get, it's probably the most overall recommended higher-end webcam. Logitech was nice enough to supply me with this unit, so here it is. Now, what settings am I using right now? I'm using the default. I want to start out by showing you what right sound on, right light on, full auto looks like. The lighting in here is a little bit crappy, honestly. I've just got basically two IKEA lamps going on with CFLs, and that's really it. So it seems to be a little bit confused. This doesn't look anything like the color balance actually does in this room. So we're going to go ahead and correct that, and I'll show you what it should look like, and in the process I'll show you the options you have. First of all, probably the most obvious, it just happened right there. There's autofocus on this webcam. You can either have it on autofocus on, which what I have it on now, where if I move really fast, sometimes it'll get confused because it's looking at the motion blur and might try to correct, or you can shut it off and manually focus it to whatever you want, like this. So there's a slider in the software for that. Like for example, I can put my Nexus 6 right up close to this, real close, and look at that. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Quite a focus range is available, and it looks pretty nice. So that's there. I'm going to leave autofocus on so you can see what the stability of it is like during the full course of the video. We're going to just put it to the test, basically. Oh yeah, by the way, just to test auto, let's try this. Yep, see, there we go. Works pretty well. As long as you have enough light and there's enough contrast on the surface, then yeah, it can pick up what you're trying to focus on pretty well. Now, the video settings. So right light is on right now. Right light does the same thing it did for the C615 review, which kind of launched my channel. I wouldn't say launched, actually no, I wouldn't say launched my channel, but it's definitely my most viewed video last time I checked anyway. So here's the C920 review, and the right light is on right now. So what does that do? Right light basically trades frame rate for light coming in per frame. What the hell does that mean? That means that my frame rate here is kind of choppy. It's probably like 15 FPS, something like that. But because of that, there's less noise in each frame. Now if we shut it off, it will basically force it to a minimum of 30 FPS, which I've just done right now. So you can see things are a lot smoother, a lot better looking. I always have it like this most of the time, but there's going to be a little bit more noise in the frame. It's pretty impressive how well this camera handles low light. Like I am pretty proud. I'm going to shut off the light right now so you can see. See, now it's even darker. You can still see me, even lit by like half the screen, having a browser window up there. It's pretty, I'm pretty surprised and pretty impressive overall, to be honest. So that's with right light off too, 30 frames a second. The gain is near maxed out. So what about the advanced settings? What can we do with those? For the advanced settings, you can go in here and you can adjust, just like the 615 again, you can adjust the exposure. The exposure is the shutter speed. So if right now I am going for a faster and faster shutter speed, which is less blur per frame, but obviously there's not enough light in here to really do that. Or you can make it a really slow shutter speed, a really low frame rate. And with that you can pull the gain down so that each frame is very sharp. But obviously you don't want this frame rate going on. So I'm going to put automatic back on. And automatic back on didn't do anything. That's funny. Alright, let me adjust this stuff to a more normal level. There we go. Now automatic worked. It's kind of strange. All right, white balance. White balance is the number one thing that's wrong about the video you're looking at right now, and we're going to fix it. Here's how. So you can adjust this. It has a nice range through different uh, tint values, basically. Very warm to very cold. And what it actually looks like in here is probably something like that's too far, and that's probably something like that, somewhere around there. So there is quite a range of adjustment for the white balance. If for some reason the camera makes things look unnatural on auto like it does here, you can shut that off and you can adjust, and it looks better that way. So that's there. And right light we went over. Now about right sound. Right sound's been on the whole time in this video. By the way, the default sampling rate for the microphone for some reason was 16 kilohertz, 16,000 hertz there. I don't know why. I changed it to 32,000 hertz, sorry. So it's a little bit clearer, but let me shut off right sound. Alright, now you can hear my computer case and what sound is coming out of there a little bit more clearly. And everything is clearer at this point. The problem is, I don't know if this is limited to my C920 or not. There's some kind of like beeping like sound going on in one channel. Don't know why, but it might be something that you should consider if you're really going to be using this for your videos, because it's kind of an annoying sound and probably should not be there. I don't know why. I don't think mine's defective, but I haven't watched enough other reviews to really know if that's normal for this model. So just a caution, you might want to buy this in the store. If the sound doesn't sound good enough for you with right sound off, you might not want to use the webcam audio. Just putting that out there. And so that's the C920. It's a really well-built stereo mic'd webcam with 1080p resolution, just like the C615, but I think this is a much better looking camera with much better low light performance. Really good for a webcam. It's what I use to film all my reviews of headphones lately. It's been headphones, but that's pretty much it. I do quite recommend it, but if you're going to be doing if you want really good quality audio, you probably should invest in a USB mic or an XLR mic if you really want to get serious. But as a simple review source, I still highly recommend it. It's quite good. Thanks guys, hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video.